Hello everyone, this is Anthony Gallegos from IGN, playing some League of Legends, checking out the newest champion to join the roster. We have Quinn and her Falcon Valor. Uh, she's a ranged ADC, attack damage carry, and she is pretty much a beast, man. I've been enjoying playing her. Right now I'm going to jump into a bot game, and don't mistake this video. I'm not trying to necessarily teach you the way that you should play Quinn, as much as just check her out and you know, talk to you about the basic abilities she has and the way that they work. And I'm still learning a lot about her myself, so do not mistake this for a tutorial video as much as an introduction to Quinn. So you can see her if you hadn't had the chance to check her out. I was fortunate enough to have the Riot points to be able to pick her up as soon as she came out. So yeah, let's go over some of her abilities. Her passive one here, Harrier, is really cool. Valor, her Hawks, will swoop down and mark enemies as vulnerable. So then her first basic attack against the vulnerable targets will deal bonus physical damage. Vulnerability is also really important because it actually affects several of her other abilities as well. So like Vault is one that she can do to quickly dash to an enemy and then appear at maximum attack range, and the enemy is immediately made vulnerable, so then they'll get additional damage done to them. And if you put points into heightened sentences, which is her W, it'll passively grant you additional attack speed anytime you attack a vulnerable target, which is really nice. So then she also has her E ability, which is called, or sorry, we already went over that, which is the Vault, the one where she dashes to them. The cool thing about Quinn, though, because she's both, the woman, well, Quinn is the woman with the crossbow, but it's kind of hard to separate her from Valor, her Hawk. Her R ability, which is called Tag Team, switches out all the rest of her abilities. You become Valor, the Hawk. And so when you do that, you get to spend 20 seconds as Valor. As Valor, and then at any given time, you can actually switch from being Valor and change back during that 20 seconds. And when you change back, a hail of arrows comes down and hits the ground. But in the meantime, all of her other abilities change, like Heightened Senses increases Valor's attack speed. The Vault ability is still there for Valor as well, except it allows Valor to dash to the enemy and slow them. And then her Q, which we didn't really go over before, is called Blinding Assault, which when you're playing as Quinn, you throw Valor at the target and it does damage and blinds them. But if you're playing as Valor during the tag team, then Valor still goes to the target and does damage, but it does like an area effect damage and it blinds AoE. So switching to Valor can really make a huge difference. Valor, when you do the tag team, also has a really large amount of run speed too, so it's a really good way to get away. Okay. I'm going to start off with the typical boots and 3 potions.
Stealing all the glory again.
And I think I like to start so far with her with Blinding Assault, which is this is the one I said where Valor flies in a line, strikes the first enemy in the path, and so it does damage, blinds them for 1.5 seconds. Good thing. Eventually I'm going to start building attack damage. I'm still not the greatest at League of Legends. I'm still learning a lot, but so far with her, what I like to do is, I like to get that long sword. I eventually like to, get the Berserker's Greaves, and then get Zeal, BF sword towards a Bloodthirster. Eventually get that Blade of the Ruined King, because, man, it's just nice having that, the attack speed and the lifesteal. But eventually, towards the end of the game, like most ADCs, she becomes a real beast. Excuse me. Like I said, we are playing a game against bots. I'm still trying to learn her. And while I have been playing her against human opponents for the sake of the video, I thought it'd be easier to actually play and talk, which people who do that would know it's kind of a challenge, to demonstrate her abilities while fighting against some bots. Her Q ability, this one, the Blinding Assault, is actually a really good way to check the bushes too. Alright. Let's see. Wait in the grass. One thing I've been having a hard time getting used to is her base attack speed. Right now it's 7.78, but it's like, and I have the runes. I have, runes obviously geared towards attack speed or attack damage. Seem to be good for her. A lot of the builds I've been seeing recommend quintessences of attack damage. So I've been having a really hard time getting used to her base attack speed and how much damage she does right off the bat. See, Valor came down. When you see that yellow symbol appear, that's actually Valor marking the target as attack damage. And everyone can make fun of me for how bad I am at last hitting. I'm still getting used to it. So see, additional damage there, 58 as opposed to an otherwise normal shot. But doing that additional attack, once I get a point put into heightened sentences, will actually allow me to have increased attack speed. So Valor should come down and mark that guy as vulnerable. She tends to mark the target you attacked last a lot of times. Sorry, I need to pay more attention. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, stunned. Whatever. Okay, okay. These bots are being a little aggressive, a little too aggressive. What is that guy doing diving the tower this early? Well, I guess I'll kill him because he's a dumb bot. Wow, he's gonna live. Oh no. Okay, good. Get those AoE. Okay, so now I'm gonna get heightened senses. This is the one that every time I attack a target that's made vulnerable, I'll actually get increased attack speed. So that's pretty nice. Come on, Valor. I was gonna say, mark someone. Okay. Normally, I don't know that I'd put points into all of her abilities so fast, but for the sake of showing them off, I figure why not. So now I have the Vault ability, which is, I'll show that in just a second. Also, the heightened senses, while it also grants you the additional attack speed for attacking someone who's vulnerable, another actual really useful part of it is that it allows you to reveal a pretty large area of the map very short amount of time. Oh, I gotta blind this guy. Yeah, get out of here. Let's see. I'm actually going to use vaults. So you see I hit him, I slow him, and then I appear at max attack range. So that's actually a really useful way to pop in there and do some additional damage. I'm going to use my heightened senses to do a big reveal. I need to get out of here though. Potion. Okay. I'm being a little more aggressive than I should. I know. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and blind that guy and do the additional damage. There we go. Got to throw that Valor out there. My hawk buddy. Vulnerable shot. Booyah. Yeah. The nice thing about Vault 2 is that when you do it, it actually slows the target movement speed by 50%, but it's a really short slow. I'll let that guy go in there. Oh, I thought that would be the last hit, but I guess not. Put another point into my W. Eesh, got stunned. The latest patch also added some really cool stuff with the callouts you can do on the map. You know, you could always call, like, you know, attack this or retreat from here, but now you can actually give, without ever actually saying anything, some much more elaborate commands. Like if you click, you know, now you can say enemy missing from this lane. You can send out an alert. You can say, hey, I'm on my way this way. So you can, normally, you know, we'd just chat or we'd be in Skype or something like that, but you can actually give pretty elaborate commands without ever actually having to say anything now. Bush is clear. Slow him. There we go. Again, fighting bots, so don't. It's not like anything I did there was necessarily exceptionally impressive. Markham moves. There we go. Booyah. Markham is vulnerable and big shot. Okay. Now I finally got my ultimate ability, which is tag team. Hopefully, this guy's complaining about me kill stealing. Can't get away from those community members. Gotta poke him when he's vulnerable. I can't believe someone would complain about kill stealing in a bot game, though. What can you do? Oh well. Let's just keep going. Oh yeah, that vulnerability is so nice because when it tags someone, you know, you can just pop off a really strong shot on them. I haven't even based yet. I have a ton of cash. Yeah, I like Quinn so far. She's really good at, you know, just constant harassment. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this as an opportunity to base. Blind everyone real quick. Just do a little additional damage. Get some gold. Alright. Our stuff is... Normally I'd be worried about being so pushed on this tower, but since we're just fighting bots anyways. Let's see. I think I'm gonna buy my Berserker's Greaves, and then I'm gonna buy my BF Sword. I still can't believe people complain about kill steal in a bot game, especially when I'm the ADC. It's the attack damage carry. I should be getting the kills. What can you do? I wish I was up there so I could kill steal him again. I'm just kidding. That would make me part of the problematic community. Let me see if I can save this guy though from Ashe. If I get the chance, I might try and change into the Hawk right now. Oh no! Don't get killed. Oh, you got this, dude. Okay, I'm gonna switch into the Hawk. Booyah. See, so the Hawk has this increased attack speed. It's pretty nice, and then eventually, when the 20 seconds runs out, you can come down in a hail of arrows. Do a ton of damage. Gave him that kill, so now we could be even. Okay, he's just gonna be a dumb jerk. What can you expect? People are dumb in this game. Like anywhere, right? Any gaming community has jerks. Oh well. What can you do? Someone that comes into a beginner bot game and wants to get a bunch of kills, that's not even why I play this. Like, to me, a beginner bot game is just, you know, either you're an actual beginner to the game, which I don't think this guy is because he's not bad, but or you're trying to learn a new character and you don't want to, you know, make your team have to deal with that. So that's all I'm trying to do. What can you do though, right? Hopefully I get, you know, this tag team does have kind of a long cooldown on it, so you got to be careful when you use it. So far is what I've noticed. Ooh, Annie, she's got a stun ready. Let's see. That's fine. I was able to get that vulnerable shot on her, man. That vulnerability is so nice. Gather my gold. Yep. Keep some harassment on Annie. That's the thing I like about Quinn so far is I don't play that many attack damage carries. I do play a bit of Corki here and there. But nope, I missed. But she's really good at harassing. Her range isn't necessarily as great as maybe say someone like Caitlyn's, but still really enjoy her a lot. Let's see. I think I'm gonna put another point into my into heightened senses to get that extra attack speed benefit. Take out this tower. So now now I'm getting what? Passive is Valor, 60% attack speed. But when I'm, let's see, 30% attack speed, yeah, whenever I hit someone that's vulnerable now. So that skill is pretty nice to level up. To my bounce. Hold them up. So the attack speed. Cool. Yeah, actually, Hearns and Chow are a pretty good combo, although, I don't know, we're kind of competing for creep kills, which isn't necessarily the best, since we obviously both need those. That's okay, though. I think I'm going to base, do a little bit more buy-in. After I get my Bloodthirster, I'm going to work on the Blade of the Ruined King. The Ruined King. Alright. Get my Bloodthirster. Now I should have some pretty good, you know, attack damage, plus 70 to that. Some attack speed from my Berserker's Greaves. Also getting some lifesteal. I'm going to see if I can pop up there and help Nidalee kill these two. While we roam. I've heard that people have been top laning her, solo top laning. I suppose if you build her a bit more survivable, that could work. Also, you know, this vault ability works really well. Actually, I've seen people use it as a getaway. Like you jump in, you do the leap, hit them with the vault, and then since it slows them, you use it to get away. Also, in a pinch, it sucks to waste it, but switching to Valor for tag team can actually do a really big, can actually really help you get away because it increases your attack speed so much. I'm gonna pop her. Oh, I can get him, I can get him. I should have probably not switched back from the arrow form, or into my arrow form so fast, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like I said, I'm still learning her. Alright. There's my Valor. They're such a good tag team. I actually just really like this champion. I think it's a really cool way to, you know, have the ability to switch out, and also just is really cool seeing the Hawk constantly coming in, flying in. Let's see, work towards my Blade of the Ruined King.
Stick to the plan, Val.
I guess I don't really need to keep playing, but I hope you guys are enjoying the commentary. Doing one of these solo for the first time, I think, here at IGN. Like I said, this is not meant to be a tutorial, not meant to replace the guides that you'll see on MobaFire or whatever website you really like. But for me, it's just a chance to check out a new champion and kind of show you guys a little bit of what she's about. You know, I'm really liking Quinn so far. The champion, the rate at which they've been releasing champions has really slowed since, you know, the early days of League, but I really like what they're doing with champion design. Between this and characters like Nami and Thresh, I really feel like the champion design has gotten really great. Not that it was ever bad, it was just that I think that it's gotten pretty exceptional. Okay, guy, it's time to go. You should probably get out of there. Oh, she got him. What do I know? Let's see. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Volibear. He's a beast. There we go. Volibear's passive regen kicked in and saved him. Let's see. Ah, gosh, I missed that again. Well, now who's the kill stealer, right? Oh well. What can you do with these guys? What can you do? I would like him better if he wasn't kind of a jerk, because we make a good combo, me and Xin Chao. He runs in, distracts them while I poke him from behind. Ah, I thought he was going to run. There we go. Barely got out of there. Switch to my arrows to get that little bit extra damage on her. I will say that one of the things that I think happens sometimes is when you return back in, you know, into the form of arrows and you do the, like 150, like you see 150 plus 54 attack damage. Uh, so it does a range, 150 to 300 attack damage. But for now, I'm always so anxious to try and get the additional damage in or get someone before they get away that I feel like sometimes I switch to the arrow form a little too fast when I could just stay in tag team, and play as Valor, uh, and continue to use the abilities, the increased attack speed. Because look at that. Like when you're as Valor, you gain 60% attack speed just passive from heightened senses at the level I have it at. So I should probably spend more time as Valor instead of jumping the gun and hitting it again to get the arrows. It just looks so cool. Oh yeah, now I got some pretty crazy attack speed. See, now I'm getting 70% passive attack speed as Valor. That's going to be really nice next time someone steps to me. So, just clearing this creep wave. And then I think I'm going to pop over here and kill Renekton. Again, doing a bot game for anyone that has been paying close enough attention. It's not like I'm saying this game is indicative of how good I am, because these aren't even intermediate bots, they're beginner bots. But still really enjoying using this as a way to get used to her. Slow him. There we go. Man, yeah, she really does build up to be beastly. Especially after you hit someone with a vulnerable target and that passive attack speed kicks in. Because now, let's see, what's her 35%? 3 seconds? Really nice. And Valor's pretty smart, or I shouldn't say Valor's pretty smart, but the AI design of it's pretty cool, right? So, I believe that once you attack a target, that's like telling Valor which one you want to mark vulnerable. So, let me head up. All the action's going on up top. Gotta get in there. I can take a couple of hits of a tower at this point. Oh yeah. This game's over. I mean, it wasn't really a challenge again. Beginner bot game, but I love the way that she actually, her character animation too, the way she, let me see if I can get in, attack something here. You can see the way she actually reloads that crossbow after she fires enough bolts. It's just an extra little cool twist to her animation. And I love the way that you actually see Valor swoop in and mark targets as vulnerable like that. Whoop. It's really cool. I'm just really feeling this champion. ADC is not typically the position I like to play, but in this case, I think it's really cool. Oh yeah. Man, that guy cannot get away. We're just slowing him. If this game's over, I'm switching to the Hawk. Look how fast the Hawk attacks. It's a freaking beast. And returning his arrows, pop ash. Boom. Oh, Annie, you're vulnerable. Okay. Well, that's it. So I hope you learned a little bit about Quinn. You got to see her. She's a really cool attack damage carry. Totally awesome to build things like Blade of the Ruined King, Zeal, all the typical things you would build for attack speed, extra attack damage. Really, that tag team ability to switch between the Hawk, if you can actually maintain the way that it twists between the abilities, I think there's a lot of really great things you can do with her. Curious to see how she plays. Going to keep playing her. And for a lot more on League of Legends, keep it locked to IGN.